Welcome back to First Take. Spurs and Thunder Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals tonight from Oklahoma City, with the series all tied up at 2 games apiece. The Thunder still banged up. They will be without A.J. Mitchell, and Jalen Williams is listed as questionable. The Spurs, who won Game 4, are seemingly healthy. In Game 4, Shai Gilgeous Alexander led all Thunder scorers with 19 points, but did not get much support as the rest of the team had 63 points. The Thunder's 82 points was the fewest in any game since December of 2021. That includes regular season and the postseason. This was also the second time this postseason the MVP has been held under 20 points. That has only happened once in the regular season over the past 2 years. So now the question is the Thunder bounce back in Game 5 more on SGA, or is it more on the supporting cast, Perk?
Oh, this is easy. It's the supporting cast. Number one, role players got to play better at home. And number two, can someone tell Chet Holmgren that the conference finals has started? Please. Can somebody tell him that? And I know I've been on Chet and I've been tough on him, but rightfully so. We're talking about a guy that was an all-star this year. Matter of fact, I believe he might have made an all-NBA team if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong on this.
I think it's third.
Oh, huh?
Third team. I think
okay.
Team NBA.
He made third team all-NBA. And in the semifinals, before the conference finals started, Chet Holmgren was averaging 20 points, shooting 61% from the field. You know what he's averaging right now in the conference finals? 11 points. Forget the fact that he's not checking Wemby. I don't even care about that at this moment. With no A.J. Mitchell, no J-Dub, at least try to be aggressive, bro. Try to be aggressive. You're a second option. You're one of the most versatile bigs that we have in this game. Stephen A. Cam, did y'all see SGA post-game interview the other night? When they asked him about how can they get Chet going and, how can Chet insert himself more in the offense? SGA was speechless. He was speechless. You know what that told me? Is that he didn't want to throw his guy under the bus and say, well, we actually want Chet to be aggressive. We waiting on Chet to show up as well. I'm not saying SGA told me this. I'm telling you that's what I got from the interview. Chet Holmgren has to rise to the occasion. There's no other way around it.
Let me say this about Chet Holmgren real quick, just to piggyback off of Big Perk. I want to be hesitant to say it, but I got to call it like I see it. Mm-hmm. He looks defeated. He looked like he don't want to be out there. Chet Holmgren, go look at how he plays.
Body language.
Look at it. Big Perk is big on body language, but go look at how. See, the point is, if I always see you a certain way, then I'm good with it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I've seen Tim Duncan dunk on people in the same expression. The same expression as if somebody gave something. It doesn't change. You know what I'm saying? He's just playing. Right. You've seen Chet Holmgren be a bit more demonstrative, have a bit more fervor, more bravado, etc. You see none of that in this series. Right. Wemby's on the court. We all know the narrative involving him and Wembanyama. And there is no question that Wemby is here and Wemby is coming and Wemby wants all the smoke. He don't give a damn who it is. But there does seem to be a little something extra special when it comes to going up against Chet Holmgren. Right. And Chet Holmgren has virtually no response. Having said all of that, my answer is not the supporting cast. My answer is Shea Butter. He's the reigning two-time league MVP. He's the dude that's been averaging over 30 the last 4 games. He's the dude that's led the team to 35 consecutive wins. In other words, 35, what is it? What's the number? What's the stat here? 35 consecutive postseason games without back-to-back losses. The only team that eclipsed that was LeBron James and the Miami Heat from 2012 to 2014. They had 48. 35 consecutive games without back-to-back postseason losses. That is Shea Butter. And I'm saying when he performs, the supporting cast shows up and helps. When he doesn't perform, they can't lift that load. This is Game 5. A.J. Mitchell is out. J-Dub is out. And even though we saw what Oklahoma City did in Game 3, I believe if Oklahoma City loses this game, they lose it in Game 6 in San Antonio. They got to win this game tonight.
I'm going to agree with Big Perk. They got to be the supporting cast, man. SGA is they're going to double the team SGA. They're monitoring him. because he's saying he's falling all over the floor. He's under the microscope right now. They got to help out. You can't have Alex Caruso going from Superman to Clark Kent. He took one shot last game. Look, let me have it right here. The San Antonio bench been outscored first game 76-23, second game 33-26, game 2 33-26, third game 41-31. They finally won 34-30 last game. It has to be the supporting cast. And to add on to what you're saying, Stephen A., and of course you, Big Perk, Chet, what you gonna do, man? Wemby want problems, and he's letting you know he wants problems. He wants problems. And I know we allude to talking about the Junior Olympics on how Chet beat Paris by 2 points, so on and so forth. Just add a little more context to that. They came with a younger squad. People don't realize that Chet is a couple years older than Wemby as well. Wemby also felt like, yo, they got the 19-year-olds, we 17. It's revenge time, Chet, and that's how he feels about it. Do something about it to help your man out. I'm agreeing with you, Perk. I feel where you're coming from, Stephen A. But Shai is going to get different looks on defense where they're going to have to help him out.
I'm just saying that the different looks that he's going to get, he's managed to overcome them all of these years. He better find a way to overcome them if they're going to win this series.
Well, you don't got AJ.
You know, if all you got to do is double him, if all you got to do is double him, and that's all it takes, then guess what? Y'all ain't going to win. Y'all ain't going to win. He's got to find a way.
Okay, well, we would all expect that the Thunder will not play as poorly as they did in Game 4, right? They're back to Oklahoma City. That's probably why they're favored by 5.5 points, according to DraftKings Sportsbook. Let's go to the ice.
Knicks, and I believe that they do have a real shot at winning the NBA championship. The Knicks has been the best basketball team in this postseason, offensively and defensively, in my opinion, the way that they've been tied together like shoelaces, the chemistry on both ends of the floor. They check all the boxes, Cam, all the boxes to win the championship. They have a closer in Big Body Brunson, who, by the way, has now become, in my opinion, the best player in the Eastern Conference. You have Karl Anthony Towns, who is the top 3 big in the NBA and has shown the world that he could slide his feet and be a defensive anchor defensively without picking up dumb fouls. And you know the most important thing that they have? What do OKC have that they had last year for them to win the championship? They have a lot of two-way players. Guess what? The Knicks got two-way players. When you talk about OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, even McBride at this point, Landry Shamet, they are deep. Big Mitchell Robinson coming in off the bench, so they're deep at the center position. I don't know what you've been watching, and I get it. We can sit up here and downplay the level of competition in the Eastern Conference, but I'm not going to do that. Because how the Knicks has been performing and dominating, this team is physical. They're about their life. And the most important thing that I saw last night was that the celebration wasn't too much. They did a little bit, but when they came into their post-game interviews, they had something on their mind. It was a different type of spirit. Some people be happy to get to the finals. And when you're happy and satisfied, is when you take L's, like we saw with the Cleveland Cavaliers. But make no mistake about it, this team checked all the boxes to go and compete against OKC and the San Antonio Spurs, and they have a legit shot at beating both of those teams.
Let me say this to Cam, to the American people out there, especially the ones that have been harassing Cam, you know, with the DMs, whatever the hell.